Welcome to Rocky Railway, day one of Vacation Bible School. I am Conductor Courtney, and today we are starting out on a brand new adventure, online VBS. As you know, this is our first year doing VBS online, and I could not be more excited. We have so many awesome things in store for this week. But first, I need your help. I need you to all stand up where you're at home, and we're gonna sing and dance and praise God together. Ready? So go ahead, stand up, and let's go.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever.
Great job, guys. I am so excited to be your conductor this week as we ride the Rocky Mountain rails. This week, we're going to be imagining that we're on a new adventure, one where we're soaring through the Rocky Mountains as we ride a steam train. Now, how many of you guys have ever heard of a steam train? Now, I'll give you a hint. A steam train runs on steam. That's right. And back in the day, a long, long time ago, people had no way to get around but by trains. They were the fastest way. Now, sure, they could have ridden a horse or walked, but trains were an innovation beyond anyone's expectation. They were able to get people across Rocky Mountains faster than anyone could have ridden or walked. Now, steam trains are extra special. Now, can you believe that in the middle of the train, there's water that boils and it goes through just a little hole, just like a tea kettle. And that steam has enough power to propel thousands and thousands of pounds on our train. That's truly incredible. That is a lot of power. And this week, we're going to be looking at Jesus' power and how his power pulls us through. Now, many of you might think of power like superpowers. How many of you guys have a favorite superhero? I know I do. I do. It's Superwoman. How many of you guys can show me your super strength muscles at home? Go ahead, show me your muscles. Show me your muscles. Whoa, now those are big muscles. See, God's power is so much bigger than our power. God's power helps us do incredible things. God has the power to move mountains and create oceans out of his words. God has the power to forgive, the comfort to heal, and is our very best friend. God is even more powerful than death. He sent his son Jesus to die on the cross for us. And when Jesus was buried in a tomb, 3 days later, he rose from the dead. God was stronger than even death. This week, we're going to be talking about how we can trust Jesus to help us pull through anything in our lives. We're going to be watching for God and trying to see just how much God helps us. Each day with Rocky Railway, we're going to have a Bible point. And that point is going to be our sentence that reminds us what God can help us do. Today, we're going to be reminded that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. So say that with me. Ready? Jesus' power helps us do hard things. One more time, all together. Ready? Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Great job, guys. Our Bible verse today is Philippians 4:13, and it says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength." All week long, we're going to have Bible buddies that help us memorize our Bible verse. Today, we have an extraordinary Bible buddy. His name is Ramsey, and I can't wait for you to meet him.
Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep. Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Find food and keep my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
Ramsey is such an awesome animal. I bet you're wondering, when are we going to open these bags? Well, go ahead and grab your bag, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's in your bag. All right, guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and look in your bag for day 1. Each of you should have a bag each day that's labeled Rocky Railway VBS Day 1 Monday. So, guys, go ahead and find this bag. Go ahead and find it. I know it's in there. Wave your hand. Hold it up when you found it. Great job. So, today in this bag, it has everything we need to do Rocky Railway VBS at home. Now, you want to be careful to leave all the other bags in the big white bag until we ask you to get it. Because just like a train, one cart can't go in front of another, or else the train wouldn't work. It would fall apart and not all the pieces would follow the train. Well, guess what? These bags are like a train. They have to be in order, linked together on one track. So make sure you only open the bag that we direct each day. Today, we're opening bag 1, but not yet. We're going to wait. I just wanted you to go ahead and get your bag ready so that when we go to Bible time and crafts and snack, you'll already have it with you. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to find your bracelet. Now, it should be in your bag or loose in your white bag, and you should have either a Watch for God bracelet or a Jesus Loves You bracelet. And that bracelet, go ahead and put it on your wrist. It's to remind you to watch for God sightings throughout the day. Now you might be thinking, Conductor Courtney, what is a God sighting? Well, throughout this week, we're going to be looking at ways that God shows up in our lives. And in our Rocky wrap-up time, in our meetings in the afternoons, we're going to be talking about where do we see God in our lives? Because He really is working everywhere. Now, before we dive into our Bible time, we're going to go ahead and take a quick bathroom break. Now, you might be thinking, I don't need to go to the bathroom. That's okay. Go ahead and stand up, and we're going to have Conductor Simon Says. That's right, Simon Says. So, if you need to go to the bathroom, run to the bathroom, and if not, we're going to do 1 minute of Conductor Simon Says. Ready? Simon says, do the floss. I want to see your floss. Are you doing the floss? Okay, you can stop. Uh-oh, who stopped? I didn't say Simon says stop. Okay, Simon says stop. Let's see. Simon says, look out like a conductor on the tracks. Who's looking? Do you see anything on the tracks down the train? Let's see. Anybody? Okay, Simon says you can stop. Simon says stand on one leg. Now, Simon says jump like a ram. I don't know how rams do this on the mountains. It's so hard. Okay, Simon says you can stop. Simon says, do the twist. Doing the twist, do the twist. Okay, Simon says stop. Great job, guys. Hopefully you're back from the bathroom and you're ready to go right into our Bible time. But there's one thing you need to get from your bag before we go to Bible time. In your bag, you have your very own Bible book. Now, this Bible book has all of the Bible stories from the week, and you can follow along and read with Miss April for Bible time. So, without waiting any longer, let's go to our Bible adventures.
Welcome, friends, to Bible Adventures at the Rocky Railway. I'm so glad that you're here. You know, I've been thinking about hard things this week. Have you ever tried to air sit? Let's do that now. So I want you to stand up where you are, and I want you to try to sit down in a chair without a chair. This is called air sitting. How are you doing? It's a little bit hard for me now because my legs are getting tired. Okay, now I want you to try to cross your legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cross your legs. Ah! Oh. Are you still there? That was really, really hard. Whew. See, sometimes in life we have to do hard things. On the count of 3, I want you to tell me other things that you've tried to do that have been hard in your life, okay? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I agree. Somersaults are really hard for me too. And I think I heard someone say math. I have to work really hard to do my math. Sometimes in life we have to do hard things. What about those hard things that God asks us to do, like be nice to somebody who hasn't been nice to us, or sit with someone in the cafeteria who is different from us? Those are really hard things to do. That makes me think about a story in the Bible, the true Bible story about Ananias. You guys have one of these books at home too, and these have all of the true Bible stories in them that we're going to look at this week. So this makes me think about a story about a man named Ananias. Before we go to our story, I want to move over my chair. Phew. And I'm glad I have a chair to sit in. This is not hard. This is like Jesus' power. Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. I know I can trust this chair to hold me up, and I can trust Jesus to hold me up when I have to do those hard things in life. Well, Ananias had to do something hard that God asked him to do. And we're going to look at that now. Before we do that, I'm going to bring over my prop box. I want to recreate the story by using props. This is something that you can do at home too. I love to gather props, and then my family takes those props and turn them into other things. It's a fun game that you can do. So for this story, I am going to use my imagination bubble. So you guys all do that with me, okay? Use your imagination bubble, and we're going to recreate the story and think about the story in our mind. I want to add a character. Now, the Bible doesn't say there was a little girl, but in my story, I'm going to add a little girl to it. And I'm going to look in the prop box. Let's see. I wonder if I could use a pool noodle. You know, Ananias could have a mustache. Oh, but that would be a big mustache. I might keep looking. But you know what? I can turn this into a helicopter. So you guys can do that at home too. Gather your props and have fun with your family. Let's see what else I have in the box. How about a napkin? I bet I can make this into a mustache. I'm going to fold it. This can be a mustache or a bow for the little girl. I think this works. Okay, we're ready for our story. Okay, so I have a napkin. I'm going to use a bow for a little girl and a mustache for Ananias. The little girl is from Damascus. Hi, I'm a little girl from Damascus. Oh, I see Ananias. Where can I hide? Why are you wanting to hide, Ananias? Because, don't you understand, Saul is here. Saul from Tarsus. He hates Christians. He throws them in jails. He throws rocks at them. Ananias, why do you have on a mustache? Because I have to hide. God came to me in a vision and told me to go and talk to Saul from Tarsus and to put my hands on him so that he would be healed. Ananias, don't you know Jesus' power will help you do hard things? Yeah, but when his eyes are open, he's going to see me. What if he puts me in jail? What if he throws me in jail? Calm down, Ananias. Just remember, Jesus will help you do hard things. Okay, guys, do you think Ananias is going to remember that Jesus' power can help you do hard things? If you think so, give me a thumbs up. If you're not sure, give me a eh. If you think no, he's not going to remember, then you can go dum, dum, dum. We'll find out when we get back. We're going to go and meet a friend named Dominic, and he's going to tell us about hard things that he has to do.
My name is Dominic, and I'm almost 11 years old.
Dominic lives with his mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. He enjoys all kinds of hobbies, but one is his favorite.
I like to build things. I also like karate a lot. I love karate because I get to really express myself and I get to have fun. And I also get to build character and build physical strength.
Learning karate is hard work. Dominic practices up to 3 times a week. Plus, he practices at home with his dad.
The hardest thing about karate is definitely a lot of push-ups, leg lifts, sit-ups.
Dominic knows that he needs to trust Jesus when things get hard.
There was this board breaking thing, and I saw all the other kids break it with their palm, right here. Boom. Just didn't work out for me.
Dominic failed to break the board with his hand, but he didn't give up. He continued to train, and he asked Jesus to help him.
And I said, I'm gonna break this board. It's an obstacle in my way, and let me push through it. And ha! I broke it.
Another part of karate is taking tests to earn new belts. Each belt color represents a new level. Earning a new belt is hard.
I was very discouraged on the first day because I was afraid I wasn't going to pass, and that's what brought me down. The second day, I was feeling very, very discouraged, very, very, very sad. And I thought, I don't think I'm going to pass this, and I didn't. I failed, and I failed, and I failed. Finally got to the last day that I could possibly test, and I said, this isn't going to be like those last times. I am going to pass it. I said, you know what, Jesus can help me get through this. I'm just going to pray to him today. I am going to pass the test tomorrow. And I did.
In the Bible, in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13, it says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
My 3-day test, it was really hard. And Jesus helped me through that. I was nervous for it. If you're going through hard things, I suggest that all you need to do is just trust in God and he'll help you. Pray to God and he can get you through anything. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Okay, guys, we're back. Let's find out if Ananias remembers that Jesus' power can help us do hard things. Remember, the bow is the little girl, and the napkin right here is the mustache for Ananias. Okay, are you ready? There comes Ananias. He's coming back. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Ananias, tell us what happened. We've been waiting. Well, I can take my mustache off now. I don't have to be in hiding. Jesus helped me to do something that was really, really hard. So I went to Saul's house. He was sitting there. He hadn't eaten in 3 days and he was really hungry. He was still scary though. But I went over to him and I said, "Brother Saul, Jesus told me to come and talk to you. The same Jesus that talked to you on the road to Damascus told me to put my hands on your shoulders and your eyes would be healed." And then these terrible, icky scales started falling off of his eyes. And then we prayed, he was filled with the Holy Spirit, and we had something to eat. That's so awesome, Ananias. I knew you could remember that Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. So guys, I want you to remember Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. And don't forget about the chair that we had in the beginning. I can sit in this chair, I know and trust that this chair is strong and it's going to hold me up. And Jesus is going to be with you to hold you up too. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Miss April is such a great Bible storyteller. And now I want you to go ahead and grab your bag and we're going to pull out our snack. So go ahead and grab your Monday bag, but be careful not to lose any of the supplies for your craft for later on today. So I'm going to open my bag, I'm going to leave everything else in there, and I'm going to pull out my granola bar. So let's see, how many of you guys have a granola bar? You should have one in your Monday bag. Go ahead and grab it and let's eat snack together. Let's see, I'm going to open it. If you need help, feel free to ask your siblings or a parent or a friend that's there with you. We're going to eat our snack together. So, did you go ahead and get your granola bar? And go ahead and get it open and let's enjoy our snack. Now that's pretty good. Now guys, while we're enjoying our snack, I wanted to show you one of my favorite TV shows. It's actually a French cooking show. I know. What does a conductor for the Rocky Railway, why do I enjoy French cooking? Well, I've always had it in my heart to travel. So I love getting to see awesome foods being made. Well, there's this one chef that I love in particular. His name is Bay Wee Wee. So let's tune in and see what he's up to today.
Hello there, American kids. I hope you're having a great day for day one of the Rocky Railroad Vacation Bible School. And welcome to the kitchen of the Master Chef, Chef Bay Wee Wee. I'm so very excited for this whole week to show you all of the most delicious secret recipes that the Bay Wee Wee family has perfected over the years. So today we are going to make some cupcakes. And these cupcakes are very special because the recipe is designed so that you can make them in just about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 5 minutes to prep, 5 minutes in the oven. So you can make these for your mother and your father anytime that you want. So anytime that you start with brownies, the most important recipe and things to do is to get all of your ingredients together. That way you can speed through it as fast as you want. Now, we have flour, we have fudge, and we have sugar right now. Now most people will measure these things out, but if you are a master chef, you know that the portion size is all up to you. So we're going to put a little bit of the flour in here. That looks pretty good. Maybe a little more. That looks pretty good. Now, everyone loves chocolate. So you want to put as much of this in there as you can. And then finally, the sugar. Give it a nice healthy dose so that it will be nice and tasty. Now you have all this together. You want to mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Mix. Now for the important part, because right now you just have a bunch of powder. You want to get some things that will make the brownie stick together into a batter. So milk is always very important. It's very, very sweet, so just pour in some of that. That looks good. Now I'll tell you a secret. Most of the time your parents make things, they'll spray these pans with cooking oil before so they don't stick. But here's a secret trick. If you use more cooking oil, they won't stick to the pan. So just go ahead and pour some of that in there. And then last but not least, you want a couple of eggs. And in France, more is more. You don't want to waste a single bit of the yolk. So the best way to do this is crack it all in there all at once. Now, after you have mixed all of your ingredients in the bowl, you just want to stir them all together until you have a nice mixed batter. And when you're done, it should look something like chocolate milk that you've thrown a bunch of sand into. That's how you know you have the right ingredients and the right mixture. All right, so now we are about right there. And yes, look at this. Beautiful batter. So, this is looking good. Now I have preheated the oven to 550 degrees because like I said, this is a very quick recipe. So you want to make sure that you can cook it all super fast together. So there we go, we have our cupcakes in the pan. And now the most important part of the cupcakes is the icing. But remember, we're cooking fast today, so we need our icing to go on top of the cupcakes. And I've got a Chef Baby secret for you. Let me get my ingredients. The secret ingredient to an icing that you're going to cook comes from mayonnaise. So, usually when you make icing, you have to put it on after the brownies are cooked. But for the sake of today, we're cooking fast. If you put mayonnaise in as your base for your icing, you never have to worry about the icing crystallizing on the cupcakes while they are in the oven. They'll come out nice and fluffy. So what I'm going to do, we need some red base to our icing. So I've chopped up some peppers here. I'm going to chop them a little bit finer. Yes, just like that. Now you may be wondering, Chef Baby, these peppers, they are spicy, yes? The answer is yes, but most places have very exquisite chocolates that are very spicy. So your mother will love this, trust me. Now, once you've cut up your peppers, you want to get a nice heaping pile of mayonnaise. That looks good. And then the last thing you want to add for a little sweetness is some strawberry jelly. Trust me, this will be the best icing your parents have ever had. Now, you can just mix all this together with your hands like this. And when you are ready, put a little bit on top of each of the cupcakes, just like this. And now, they are ready to go into the oven. I will see you soon. All right, our 5 minutes are up. It's time to check on our cupcakes. Let's see how they look. Let's see down in here. Oh, yes, they look perfect. Excellent. As you can see, our cupcakes turned out magnifique. What did you expect? I told you I was a master chef. Your mother will love this recipe, so make sure you save this video so that you can cook it for her when she's not looking or checking on you in the kitchen. Wonderful. And we will see you next time in Chef Baby's kitchen.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe what he made turned out to be pretty awesome. Well, if you're like me, oh, hold on. Gotta finish chewing. Man, what a great snack. Well, let's go ahead and clean up our mess. So I'm gonna take my trash and I'm gonna throw it in the trash can. And you go take yours. Ready? Go ahead and go. We'll clean up after our mess. Into my trash can. That was incredible. After you get your trash pulled away, go grab your bag and make sure you have all of your supplies for your craft, because our very next station is our imagination station. Let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome to Imagination Station. I am so excited to get to work with you and to make fun arts and crafts, learn random facts, and have cool science experiments. Are you guys ready for fun? I know I am. But I have to ask you a very important question. Did you bring your imagination? I know I did. Now, I was talking to my best friend, Ramsey the Ram. You've probably heard of him. And he was telling me about how all him and his friends live in the mountains, and that's so much fun, but when it's wintertime, it snows. And they have crazy blizzards, and there's snow everywhere. But he's not scared of the snow because God made him with very special hooves so that whenever he walks in the snow, he won't slip and he won't fall, and he's just fine because he was made to live in that area. Because we know that when crazy things happen, God gives us power. And we know because our saying is, Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Say it with me. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Right, I'm proud of you guys. Now, I wonder what it's like to live in the snow. Do you guys want to find out? All right, use your imaginations. We can have snowball fights, and do you want to build a snowman? I know I do. All right, that was so much fun, you guys. Now, we have a very special question of the day. I know you guys are really smart, so I need to put on your thinking caps, use your imagination, and let's try this question. So, I'm going to ask you a very special question about rams. And if you think that the number 1 answer is correct, hold up a 1. But if you think the number 2 question is correct, hold up a 2, okay? All right. The question is, how long does it take a baby bighorn sheep to be able to walk and climb as well as its mom? Do you think it takes 6 weeks or 1 day? If you think it takes 6 weeks, hold up that 1. Let me see it. I see you guys. All right, if you think you can walk in only 1 day, hold up a 2. All right, I see a bit of 2s out there. All right, would you guys want to find out the answer? Do you really want to find out the answer? All right, drum roll, everybody. The answer is, it only takes them 1 day to be able to walk just like their mom. Isn't that crazy? It's so cool how God creates us all with special abilities. All right, now who's ready to make a craft? I'm so excited for this, you guys. I love to make things. All right, so this is what we're going to be making today, and it is called an off-rail roller. Now, sometimes in life, things happen that we weren't expecting, or things can go a little crazy, or sometimes we don't know what to do. But we know that God's power gives us strength, and through Jesus, we can do anything. So, this roller is going to teach us that no matter where we end up rolling off to, God can get us, put us back on his path, and give us the power to do anything. So, this is what it's going to look like when we're all finished. I promise it's so much fun. Go ahead, get out your handy dandy packet, and let's see what's inside. When you open it up, you should have a top with a raised side, which is super important. Then you're going to have a bottom part to the top with a flat side. It's also important. Make sure you have a big straw and a small straw. And don't worry, but there's a little rubber band in here that's clear, so make sure you don't lose it or leave it in the bag. And then you also have a railroad track paper. Now, when you get your paper, it's going to already have the track on it, but you can feel free to color and design and do whatever you want to it. So I brought my crayons, and you can take as long as you want to work on creating your masterpiece. You can draw rivers and streams because your train likes to go past the ocean. You can do trees and bushes or mountains, and however you want to do it. You can even draw a bird or a fish or Ramsey. After you have your track made, go ahead and start to assemble your off-rail roller. Take the end with the raised piece. Then go ahead and find your rubber band. Put the rubber band through the inside and have it come out the outside. Now make sure you don't let go of either side because you don't want to lose the rubber band. Then you take the big straw and put it through the rubber band. Once you have that done, go ahead and make sure it's tight and secured by pulling on this side of the rubber band. Make sure that you don't give it any slack because you don't want the straw to fall. Then you're going to hold the rubber band and then take this end with the smooth side, go in from the middle, and try and get it into the inside coming on the outside. Now, if you need to use a paper clip to help guide it, that's totally okay. Or if you need parents' help or a friend. Once you get it through, make sure you keep hold of it so you don't lose it. And put the two pieces together just like that. We're almost finished, you guys. You're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. Then, take the little straw, put it through the rubber band, and set it like so. So it's going to look like this. Now, for the really exciting part. Lay out your tracks, hold the small straw with your hand, and twirl. The more you twirl, the cooler it'll be. Now you can put it on the floor, on a kitchen table, or any hard surface. And then when you're ready, just let go. And there's no telling what direction it'll go in, just like life sometimes. But Jesus gives us power to do hard things. Thank you guys, this is so much fun. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Wow, those crafts are so cool. I can't believe you have your own little railroad cart to go down your train track. Man, those are so exciting. But do me a favor, let's put them to the side and stand up. Go ahead, I know, they're so much fun, but put them to the side and stand up. We're gonna go ahead and sing another song and dance. Ready? Let's go.
Feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pour trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust, we trust, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all, you're all, you're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust, we trust, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Welcome back, passengers. Today was an incredible day of Rocky Railway. Hey, do you want to know another joke? Why did Ramsey always get in trouble as a kid? Because he was really rambunctious. That one gets me every time. Today we have something extra special. I'm sure you noticed there was another thing left in your bag. Well, go ahead and grab it, and I'm gonna grab mine. In my pocket here, we have our daily memory buddy. You should have a card that has Ramsey on it and a little black carabiner. Now, Ramsey is our Bible verse memory buddy, and he helps us remember our Bible point. Now, on this card, you might have noticed that it has a little outline. And on the back, it has our Bible point and our Bible verse. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to punch out or push through and pop out Ramsey. And he is going to go on our carabiner. This is called a carabiner. And on the top, right here by Ramsey's horn, there's a little circle we can pop out. Let's see if I can pop mine out. Oh, there it goes. See the little circle? And we're going to hook Ramsey onto our carabiner to start our daily keychain. You might need a little help from a parent, but we're going to hook him on down here. Oh, perfect. So I'm going to hook Ramsey right here. And I want you guys to keep up with him because each day we're going to have more and more Bible buddies we add on to our Bible carabiner. Now, where did my clipboard go? I always seem to be losing things around here. Last time I accidentally sent my clipboard up the Rocky Mountain Railway. I'll find it. Oh, here it is. It was with someone's luggage. Whew. Man, I'm kind of new to being a conductor, so, you know, there's always a little bit of bumps in the tracks, if you know what I'm saying. Remember, guys, our Bible point today was that Jesus helps us do hard things. And we talked about how Ananias had to help Saul, and that could have been pretty hard. I mean, who would have wanted to help someone as mean as Saul? But Ananias trusted God, and Jesus helped him do a hard thing. So let me ask you guys a question. Did any of you sight God today? Did you have a God sighting while you were watching for God? Let's see. I can't wait to hear your stories, but I want you guys to be watching as we continue to go on in our life throughout the day. Watch for ways that we see God help us in maybe what He created, in our friends, in our family, in people around us. Let's remember that God helps us do hard things, and we'll watch for how He might help. Each day we're going to be watching for God sightings. So if you have some, make sure to share them with your family. And each day during the week of June 22nd through the 26th, we have a few extra things going on. So if you're participating on our railway after our first VBS week, these might not be happening. But for this week, we have Instagram craft show and tell at 2 o'clock and our Zoom calls where we can talk more about our God sightings at 5:30 and at 6. Your parents had all the information emailed to them, so don't you worry. But just know we're going to be talking more about our God sightings. We had a great day on the Rocky Railroad for day 1 of VBS. I cannot wait for what this week has in store. So I hope to see you soon, guys. See ya!